Hello YouTube. This video will probably be pretty fast. I will mind the time. Will be 12:08 when I started filming this video. Because I kind of put this speed 400 because I couldn't think of enough to talk about to talk for like 12 minutes. I can definitely give you enough to talk for 6. So I'm using Boojins right here as kind of my thing. As Get Better Yu-Gi-Oh, we're going to be mainly working on our main and our extra deck on how to make our deck as efficient and as possible, and also kind of discussing how to basically bring under tiered deck, or a deck that I guess doesn't see any play anymore, into being competitive. So with here, I kind of made my main, or at least a good blueprint of my main deck, and I'm kind of like looking through some cards and trying to figure out if I want to use them or not. Then I basically, normally for older decks, I will go through every card, and that's just because sometimes there are cards that were released when that deck first came out that doesn't work when they were out, but they'll work later. Like, there's the one Boojin guy who activated in the graveyard who gives your monster attack points, but makes it so your opponent take half the damage. I had found he works a lot better in current Yu-Gi-Oh! He doesn't, but Crane worked better back in old. Back in that time part where he and Crane were both made. So that's just a different aspect of how you have to kind of like imagine that stuff and try to look at it. Now here I'm just like looking through all the support, so I'm going like through Beast Warrior, Light, and just trying to make sure I get all the possible supports out of the way, because I'm not really sure how the deck is going to look yet. At the moment, I'm just running through cards and trying to hopefully get the best possible idea. But with what I'm talking about, like when there's a difference in card, like example was, I actually think I was able to get Gladiator Beast to tier 2, being able to contend with the tier 1 deck at Duelist Alliance deck. And how I did that was adding like Wisdom Eye plus Time Graph, or Time Gazer, Stargazer, and Odd Eyes, Performer Dragon, and Beast Eyes. And then also using the Gladiator Beast that cannot be used for a fusion, but lets you discard a Gladiator Beast to add another card in your hand, so he speeds up your deck. That was an example of basically trying to speed up my deck and try to make it better in some way. But yeah, here you kind of see me like looking through cards, trying to make sure I have enough support, different strategy. Since I know people are not playing too much of actual trap cards, I know I can play Masterpiece without actual traps. And so now I'm actually looking through the generics extra deck, and that's kind of one of those things I was telling you about, because this is how I do it. I'll work the main deck first, and then I'll start doing the extra deck, and I'll kind of use both the side and the extra just to give myself enough space to kind of tinker and work around with cards. And see which ones might be better or effective. And I'm just trying to read here and basically go over stuff to see what kind of strategies or what kind of pluses I can get. Like, I know if I can get like 2 Link monsters out, 2 XYZs out that are both Beast Warrior, I can kind of summon my Link monster a little bit easier. So that makes me want to look at other cards. And now you're seeing me like looking for the links and stuff. So I'm just trying to make sure. Now I also have like the second copies in there, so it's getting pretty full. I mean, right now I'm not supposed to be like majorly organized. It's just kind of giving me an idea of what's going to potentially be the best. And What I will probably take out at the moment is still kind of up in the air. Like, there are a few cards I know, but now basically I have all my cards in here. I have my main deck. I actually decided to take out the Centipede because I realized I have enough back row destruction with my mantra effects. Centipede, it just to handle a face down, and I can kind of guarantee Centipede, but I'm probably more worried about face up cards, so I just up my turtle because he gives me that added defensive layer and stuff. So you see, I'm just going through these cards. I'm looking at which cards are similar, which ones do what, and I'm trying to figure out what can help me optimize the most. Basically, which cards hit the most amount of situation. Like, Star Dynamo basically does the same thing as Lightning, but he also gives me a draw. Cassell can get rid of something, but I also have Diamond Dire, so I don't think I need Cassell. You told me the Lightning, maybe I might need that 5,000 for that quick damage. It's not really sure. But as you can see, it's like 33 minutes now, so it took me about like 25 minutes to kind of do this and kind of go through the cards. So I kind of hope this walkthrough kind of explain how you do a deck thing and how to make yourself the best effect.